Hey, ThingInGame here, coming back with some more War Thunder content for you guys. This time it's a couple of one-on-one dogfights between me and a squadron member. He's in an American P-51 Mustang, while I'm flying the German Bf.109 F-4. What we've found from these dogfights is that a Mustang can outturn a Bf.109, especially at higher altitudes, even though they are both designed to be high-altitude interceptors, and a 109 is supposedly meant to be a better turn fighter. The P-51 also has a higher top speed, meaning that it's able to get away from the fight if the pilot chooses to do so. In these first fights, we climb as high as we can, and the Bf.109 has a better climb rate than a P-51, meaning that it's able to start off at a higher altitude. In the later fights, we'll try starting the combat at 10,000 feet and see what happens. Let's take a look. In this first clip right here, you can see I'm starting off way above the P-51, and I'm diving down to try and get behind him, but he turns in on me. This makes me overshoot, and I have to get out of there. Turning back around here to try and get on his tail. While I'm doing this, he uses this time to make some distance between us. He tries to use his speed to his advantage and try to get away from me. Although I did have the energy advantage at the beginning of the fight, and I shouldn't have lost too much of it. So he goes up right here. I'm guessing he either tries to make me go into a stall or trying to do a loop. He goes into a stall himself, and I can get some shots off. Not too much. So what I do right here is I go into a stall myself to dive directly down and get behind him. The problem right here is that he has a faster airplane than I do, and he's just increasing the gap between us. Fortunately, he decides to go back up again, which means that I can get on his tail. I get some shots off right here, and I take out his wing. And there goes his pilot. In his next one, you can see he's coming straight towards me. So I start to go up, making the distance between us a bit longer. And if he's going up for me, he might be going into stall, which makes him an easy target. I do a bit of a mistake here by going down here. He's able to get on my tail. I do have the energy advantage though, so I'm able to get away from there. Loop back to get on him, but he's coming straight for me, so I just dive down and get out of there. Do a loop here to try and get back on his tail, but he starts looping himself, and the thing is that he can outturn me, so in the long run he would be able to get on me. So I'll try to switch it up, go sideways instead there. I do a barrel roll right here, try and switch it up and see if I can open up some new maneuvers. But that didn't work quite as I expected, so he got on my tail. So I'm just trying to avoid his shots. Got a few shots into me there. And I start barrel rolling around him. Not sure what this move is called. My squadron just calls it Tingle Stat. So if you know the name of this, please leave it in the comments. By doing that defensive maneuver, I'm able to get on his tail, and I pop some shots off. I get his fuel tank, and he dies. So yet again I start off above him. And I screw up again. So he's able to get on my tail. Do you have the energy advantage so I can get away here? Was hoping to catch him a bit off guard here and turn it into a turn fight before he knew about it. But he stays right on me here. I try to do a bit of JoJoing here, but I don't think that's gonna work. So I need to switch it up. And you can see he's closing the distance right here. Try to do a bit of a sneak maneuver. Get up here, get above him, and twist my plane to get behind him. But it seems like he saw that coming, and he goes into a bit of a stall to revert his plane around his axis. That way he's able to get on my tail pretty easily. I'm stuck on the defensive, spinning my way down, making it really hard for him to get a shot on me. And it seems like he wasn't paying attention for a second there, or something like that. So I turn around and get on him. The key here is to always pay attention to your enemy. So now he's the one on the defensive, while I'm behind him. And I'm allowed to pop some shots into him. And as we're getting closer to the ground, the Bf.109 will perform much better than up in the altitude. And he's caught on fire and plummets towards the ground. And here of course you have the victory barrel roll. So take care guys, second part will be coming up soon, where we'll face off at 10,000 feet. Have a good one.